Aloha, my name is Dave Duffin and I am excited to present to you demonstration test number 6. This one is going to focus on notes and comments associated with work orders. This is pretty simple. Number 1, explain properly the function of request comments. The answer to that is request comments are any comments that we as a maintenance staff would like to make that we feel are important or appropriate for the requester to know. These comments do drop into their notifications along the workflow, so they will go out and be distributed to the requesters at certain points in time. Okay. Next is explain properly the function of work order notes. Work order notes are internal communication, whereas request comments are external communication to the customers who are requesting. Work order notes, for example, would be a technician who does work on a air handling unit, and he could type change the belts and filters and checked the high pressure line. His boss would be able to look at that and understand what work he did, and it becomes a very valuable communication tool between foremen and technicians. Okay? We just covered 1 and 2. We are halfway done with this training. Next, we're going to go into an example and generate a few comments and a few requests so you can see how they function. Okay? I have a work order ready here. Okay? And you'll see that this particular work order did come from a request, and that means that I have this comments at the bottom and a reference to my request number. Okay, so going back to my test, I'm going to see that I need to create 3 request comments. So an example would be, for the first one, went out and looked at the issue. Need to order parts. Okay, and I'm going to save that. Now look what happens. My note, now I'm David Lau right now, I'm logged in as him, as you see, gives a timestamp, my name, and the note I wrote. Now this is the work order, but look at this. If I go over to the request, if I go over to the request, which I know from here is 2764, you will see that this comment is also on the request, so that when the requester goes into that particular work order and wants to look at it, they can proactively look and see what requests have been dropped in. Okay? So I'm going to go back to my work order and I'm going to add another note. Perhaps the parts arrived. Parts arrived. Yay. Okay. And let's say I want to have the customer understand that installed parts and tested everything. Things are running smoothly again. Save. Now you see we have a history of comments. The requester can see all of these and will be given these through email as the work order progresses. And once again, just for illustration, if I go back to the request, you will see that all those notes are on the request side, and so the requester can see those if he or she chooses to jump in the system and look. Okay? Now for the work order comments. Those are generated exclusively through the note box here in the work order. So it could be from the foreman, it can be from the tech. I'm going to presume first that I am the technician. I could write looked at the work and we need to get parts. Similar to the other comment, and I'm going to save that. You'll notice the box goes empty, the note drops to a notes section that has who it was, what status the work order was, when I made the note, and the date. If I create another note, maybe this time from the foreman, we're pretending here because I'm David Lau, but if I was logged in as the foreman, it would drop in as the foreman. Good work. Let me know when they arrive. So save, and we'll presume that parts came in and I installed everything okay. And I could save that. So you can see this dialogue that's going on here. We have all these notes associated with the work order that tells a history and provides value. Going back to our list, you'll see that we have explained the proper function of request comments, explained work order notes, generated 3 of each, and we are done. Thank you, and we'll catch you next time.